welcome to the Dave DY Show YouTube channel, friends. A couple new subscribers here and there. Long lost buddy that just showed up. I'll shoot his name out there, John Wagner. Good friend, co-worker from old days here, not too old. He's moving down to Jensen Beach here in a year when his son graduates. So we'll be going out fishing. This is the beginning of the new month. And in the beginning of the new month, I had stated a month ago that we would start experimenting with this body. So, I'm 49 years and approximately 10 months old, almost. My birthday is April 4th. I will be 50 here. I've done a podcast on CBD oil, a miracle drug. I found in Florida, Ponce de Leon's Fountain of Youth. Because of that, my inflammation has been removed. Because of that, I've been hitting the iron more, much more dedicated, straightforward, serious. Nothing 35, 40 minute. If you've never read Dorian Yates, or watched Dorian Yates, Dorian was Mr. Olympia for a number of years in the early 2000s, late 2000s, right before late 2000s, late 90s, right before my friend Ronnie Coleman took over as king. And Dorian, they called the shadow. He'd turn around and he'd show you his back, and I mean, he overshadowed. He blacked out everybody. But that's not the reason why. There's a weirder name. I think it was actually related to a shadow on stage at an O show or something. And somebody yelled it out. Just a ginormous back. He loved bent over rows. He loved bent over barbell rows, dumbbell rows. This dude loved back and lat and low back exercises like Tom Platz loved legs. Fucking at the altar. And it showed. Monstrous. If you've never seen the photos, and I think I've referenced this before, he was at his Manchester gym, whatever that shit, some shithole, because he's a working man, dude. This guy is like blue collar, brutal. He was, I think, 4, 5, 6 weeks out from the O, much like when Ronnie did his 800-pound squat and deadlift 6 weeks out from the O. Dorian was approached by a photographer from Weider, somebody, and he stripped down to his boxers and took some shots. And this dude came back from the UK like, bros, you guys don't know what I just saw. He was about 300 when he trained 310. Dorian was huge, but he cut down to like 280, 283. I think he competed in that realm, maybe even 260s, 270s, because he got more developed and leaner and smarter and cleaner. But his training regimen, 40, 45 minutes. He'd do 3 sets. He'd do a warm-up set where he got the weight on whatever it was, legs, back, arms, whatever, glutes, gut, right? Abs, calves. He'd do a warm-up set. He'd do a max set. He'd do a max set to failure. 45 minutes he would do in the gym, and he'd destroy it. And like he said, couldn't sit on the loo after my leg workouts. Couldn't take a piss or shit because he destroyed it every time. And it's here. I mean, we know that. It's in your brain. You push through the pain. So, that's all you need to do. And I've been doing that. I've been doing 35, 40 minute workouts, and then I do 30 minutes of cardio. This morning, February 1st, 2019, I woke up and walked an hour, which is what Ronnie Coleman did. Ronnie would get on the treadmill and walk an hour in his prep. I've begun a cutting. I'm presently at 254 and a half to up to about 260 pounds, 257, 250. I think the lowest I go is about 252. Like when I woke up this morning, I was 254 and a half, right? Last night I was about 256. I eat pretty clean. I don't eat a lot of junk. I haven't drank alcohol since I've been taking CBD. Once in a while, one weekend every other month. It bothers my gut, especially the gluten, the beer. So I'm around 252 to 260. Biggest I've ever been. You will see fat man posing in the upcoming videos. Dude, I'm putting this out here. I'm 49, gonna be 50. I'm gonna cut 55 pounds out. I'm gonna get down to 205 or 200. I'm going to do that in an 8-week cut approximately. I'm starting now. I'm going to finish at the end of March. Right before my birthday, I'm going to be the lowest I've been in a decade, 205. And I'm not going to be shredded. Dude, I have a body mass index probably in 36, 38, 40, 42, 45, 48, 50. Half of my mass is fat, which is crazy, but when I was young and healthy and running and really fit, I ran around from 32 years of age to about, I don't know, no, not 32, maybe 32 to 36, 35, 36, maybe 38, maybe, don't know. 36, I ran around at 168 pounds. I was lean. I ran 10, 12 miles. 170, right? Which is, I have the same physique as my dad. I got up to about 180, 85. When I wrestled in high school, I was 145, junior, senior year, whatever. So, that's my weight. I'm 6 foot tall. Now I've shrunk. I'm a little smaller. I think I'm 5'11 and a half. Because I'm old, and I'm walking around 260, so that's too much. So I'm going to cut to 205, and it's not going to. Will be nowhere near shredded. I clearly exceed the obesity standards right now. I've been eating clean, not a ton, but I've been eating more than normal. I wake up, I have 4, 5, 6 eggs, egg whites, whatever. Sometimes I put in 2, 3 yolk. I follow Jose Raymond. So I've got a lot of sugar-free shit that I put. I have a lot of sauces. I have sugar-free ketchup. I use the hot sauces, the chipotle sauces. I use the popcorn, which is, sodium. Popcorn cheesy spread, Poppies or whatever it is. General Pop, I don't know what the hell it's called. I use sugar-free syrup, sugar-free jams, sugar-free chocolate sauce, sugar-free everything. And I put that in a 1/4 cup of regular whole oats and then a 1/4 cup of steel oats. That's what I've been eating for weeks now in the morning with 4, 5, 6 eggs. Then in the afternoon, I'll do a can of tuna. I'll do a 1/4 cup of rice. I'll throw in some honey Dijon mustard, non-sugar free. I'll throw in some rice snacks. Ran out of those, so now I've been crumpling up potato chips, Cheez-It crackers, whatever. Cheese fish, whatever. Bad, because that's carbs that I don't need. Should stick to the rice. I will move back to that. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut those meals down. Because at night, I'd also eat steak and potatoes with mixed vegetables, with broccoli. And I mean real potatoes. Tracy would cut up, boil, and then whip up. And these fuckers were epic. I've cut dairy out a lot, not a lot of milk. I have a cup or 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and I put half and half, or I put whole milk in there. I don't do cream because I can't just drink the coffee. I'll drink a soda. I'll drink a Coke Zero. I'll drink 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flavored waters, cans of flavored waters a day. I got to start drinking a lot more water. I'm going to go through a gallon of water now while I'm cutting. So that's where I'm at, and that's what I got to do. I want to get down to 205. I won't look near shredded. I think I'd look shredded around 150, 158, 160, 165. I don't have great muscle mass. I'm weak in the chest. Abdominals, I think I'm pretty solid. Arms, I'll be okay. My shoulder's shot, so I can't really do shoulders. I can't even do the overhead presses anymore. Click, 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 clicks all over the place. So my shoulders will be okay. My traps will be good. My lats will be pretty decent. My back will be pretty good. I did back pretty well when I was younger. I love the deads. Right now I'm doing 4 plate squats. I'm doing 3 plate bench. I'm doing 45 curls, arm curls on the dumbbells. I'm going heavy on the tri pull downs. Tries I do the whole rack, which is 190 on the universal, the crappy metal. I'm doing 45s on the curls, or on the bent over rows for the tries. So I've got some decent weight that I'm moving, all because of what I'm doing. I'm sure my strength will go down. But as I said, I did an hour cardio this morning. I'm going to continue to lift. I'll watch my strength, see if it goes down. And I'm going to do 40, 45 minutes on the elliptical, on the bike, walking again, whatever in the afternoon. I'm going to curb my meals. I'm going to continue to eat the eggs and the oatmeal in the morning. But again, I got up and walked at 5 in the morning. So that's intermittent fasted with the creatinine or the whatever the shit is, after sleep, where your body burns the fat now in that intermittent fasting stage. So this should start cutting me, and I'm sure I'm going to go through plateaus and valleys and peaks and all that shit while I do this in the next 8 weeks. But that's where I'm at. I'm going to keep eating the eggs and the oatmeal. I'm going to manage those carbs. I love meat. I usually eat meat. Sometimes I eat chicken, but I eat a lot of steak. And I'll do that at night, and I'm going to cut back to just whatever it is, 8 ounces of beef, 8 ounces of chicken, and a quarter cup of rice at night. So I know I'm going to start to starve. I think I'm going to get irritable. And then I'll eat my tuna fish during the day, and I'll see if that caloric intake starts to peel the weight off of me, especially with this additional hour of cardio that I'm doing now in the morning. Pre-eating, pre-workout, after sleeping and fasting. So this should be key. My body measurements are bust, which is the chest at the nipple line, 49.5. Chest under the bust, 46. Waist, half inch above the belly button, 46.5. Hips, biggest part of the hips, 44. Thighs, biggest part of the left thigh, 26 inch. Biggest part of the right thigh, 26.5 inch. Calves, left calf at the largest part, 16 inch. Right calf at the largest part, 17 inch. Upper arm, largest part of the left, 18.25. Upper arm, largest part of the right, 18.25. Forearm, largest part of the left, 14.5. Forearm, largest part of the right, 14.75. Those are my body measurements. Right now, the 2nd of February, or 1st of February, the first day of the second month of the year 2019. Right there, baby. So I'm going to continue to take these. I put it every day out. I'm not taking fucking measurements every day as I'm burning. I'll probably take them once a week. And we'll have to see how that goes. And that will be a nice visual and a nice numerical method for tracking my size change. I have a feeling I'm going to lose a lot of fat. You'll see from the videos. Oh, God. Obese fat fuck. But I feel good. I feel super strong. And I'm really, really excited about how this is going to come out. It's what it is. It's enjoyable. I hope you folks watch it. Give me some of your comments or your likes or shares. And it can be even the humorous kind, like, look at the fat fuck who's going to lose weight. You motherfuckers. I hate all of you. I hate all of you YouTube and internet users. You sons of bitches. You body-shaming motherfuckers. Dude, don't get me wrong. I know what I am. Woo! So I got to do this. It's a good time. I'm going to be 50 here. I want to drop down to 200 pounds. It'll save the ticker. Cardiovascular, I said the other day. Cardiovascular disease, #1. And they're crazy. They're getting crazy with these standards. They just lowered the blood pressure standards, I think, to be 130/90. If your blood pressure is 130/90 or higher, you are at high risk for cardiovascular failure. You have cardiovascular disease. You have heart disease. And they're tying them up. I don't know. Maybe that makes sense. I'll tell you right now. I sat out in Denver with my family, and they took one shot on the left arm of the blood pressure, and it was like 180/140. And they all laughed, and I'm like, no, I needed a bigger cuff. Because, a bigger arm, you needed a bigger cuff. We ultimately took a bunch, but I think it got down to 130, 135 over, 89 or something like that. And that's about normal for me. I got high blood pressure. My brother Doug has high blood pressure. It's in my family. We got heart disease in the family. I have to drop this weight. So I'm going to kick it off, and we're going to see how my physiology changes, how my health and welfare change, if my inflammation stays, diminished. I'm going to keep taking these, which is going to be a challenge. Because these guys, I think each one has 6 grams of carbs in it. Yeah. The serving, oh no, more than that. Jesus. 13 grams of carbs per one piece. Yeah, that's not it. This is wrong. I don't know. But it sounds like it's right. Ugh, it's all sugar. Fucking gummy bears. You fucking gummy bears. So I'm going to have to be careful on those. Right now, I take 3 in the morning and I take 6 at night. So I may have to minimize that, especially if it's 13 grams of pure sugar. We'll have to figure all this out. My caloric intake has got to be lower than the amount I'm burning, and that's how I will lose weight. However, I also have to go with low carbohydrates so that I don't burn muscle. I optimize my muscle health and size, and I optimize my fat burning, right? This is not new, which is why I'll have minimal carb and I'll go into a pseudo-keto state, ketogenic state, where much like a diabetic, right, who has ketoacidosis, where those cats, because of organ issues, right, they're not processing the sugar, right? Or no, wait, a diabetic. So the diabetics can't make the sugar to burn with the protein, right? And so they have to eat things to bring them out of their sugar shock. Or if they eat too much, they can go into a sugar coma, right? So I've got to do that. I've got to lower my carbs down so that I'm burning fat through my liver, right? My liver actually is doing the processing for me anymore. It's not the normal non-keto state of my body operating. And that way, you're burning fat. Your body's processing the fat and eating the fat. When you're cutting weight, you'll still eat muscle, and there will be some form of muscle atrophy or loss. Some, it might be minor. It's speculative. Some say it's a ton, some say it's little. But I'm sure, I've got so much fucking excess calorie and fat on me. And it's time to burn this shit off. 50 pounds, 55 pounds maybe in 8 weeks. That's aggressive. I'll be 50 years old at 205. We shall see how it goes. I wanted to kick this thing off, and I wanted to share. And I wanted to share some funny pictures. So, yeah, get ready for some funny pictures of the fat man, almost naked. Fat man, almost naked, getting ready to show you whatever minimal junk he's got, and maximum fat I got to burn off. I feel good, though, right now, and I do have some decent muscle size. So when I burn a lot of this stuff off, especially my gut, that's where I put my weight on. I store it nicely everywhere, but in my gut, I put a lot of fat. But I should come out looking pretty solid if I lose 50 pounds. I'll have a pretty solid physique. A small waist, still have a decent upper body. Legs will look good. They'll come in cut. And the knee's shot, so I can't hit the legs like I used to. I think maybe 10 years, 15 years ago, I had good wheels. Now I got decent legs. I'm doing 4 plates. Hurts the inside of my groin on my left side, right? Hurts the inside of my groin on my right side on occasion. I was doing hamstrings. I popped a hamstring 2-3 weeks ago. So now I'm going light on those. You're fucking old. Getting old blows. That's where I'm at. That's what's going on. That's what I'm going to do. I'll give you weekly updates maybe, or every other week. We'll have to see how this progression occurs. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe, share, motherfuckers. Peace out. Enjoy some of these videos. Bye.